Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and you've never seen my face before, hi, hello, my name is Joanne and I'm really glad that you're here. Today's video was kind of thrown together due to current events, but I did not want to miss this opportunity. A few days ago, like many people, I was watching the Meghan Markle and Oprah Winfrey interview, like I'm sure a lot of us were, and she looked stunning in that interview. I mean, she always looks stunning, but in that interview, her makeup was so beautiful. So I got a little curious and I decided to look up Meghan Markle's makeup routine or Meghan Markle's favorite makeup products. And it turns out that they're pretty expensive. So then it kind of got me thinking that I could replicate Meghan Markle's makeup look using her favorite products, but instead of the actual products, I would find a drugstore dupe for it. Now, I couldn't find a dupe for every single product that I found in this article that I read, but I did find a lot of the dupes. Of course, I will leave the article that I am basing this video off of down below in the description, as well as all of the links to the resources I found the dupes for. I did not find these dupes myself. I Googled them. I did some research to try and find out what other people thought were similar to these products that she loves. So without any further rambling, let's just get into the video. Okay, so first off, I want to just go through all of the products that I replaced with a dupe. In any category of makeup that maybe wasn't on this Marie Claire list that I just have to supplement myself, I will be pulling from my Shop My Stash makeup bag, which I will also link that video down below if you want to check it out. So the article that I'm referring to was actually written back in 2020. But I think that it's still relevant and I wanted to go through the list and try out some of her favorite products, but in a more affordable way. So we will start off with NARS Orgasm Blush. From what the article is saying, the NARS Orgasm Blush is what Meghan Markle really likes to use on her cheeks. And a very inexpensive dupe for the NARS Orgasm Blush is actually from Milani. You could either use the Luminoso blush, but I'm going to be using the Dulce Pink blush today. And according to the articles, what makes this a dupe is the fact that it is a bright pink color with a golden shimmer in it. So I will be using that today on my cheeks. So Meghan Markle's favorite concealer is the YSL Touche Eclat Concealer, which of course I do not have that. I probably will never have that or own that in my life. And an affordable dupe for that is actually found in e.l.f.'s Brightening Concealer. But the store I went to kind of throw all these products together didn't actually have very many e.l.f. products. So I decided to go with the NYX Born This Way Radiant Concealer. I thought that this might be a good comparison because, well, for one, it has this like strange applicator on the tip of it because the YSL concealer has like a brush on it and so does the e.l.f. one. And this one has like a dabber on it. And the words Radiant Concealer kind of made me think I could get a similar brightening effect with this. So I'm going to try this out today. On this Marie Claire list, there is actually one drugstore item and I found it. It's a very common item. I was really surprised to see this on the list. It is a Maybelline mascara. This is the why can't I speak? I always do that. I start filming these videos and then suddenly I can't speak. Okay, Maybelline Lash Sensational. I've never tried this mascara before. The applicator looks like that. It's a rubber bristle wand and it's curved. So we'll be trying that out today. On this list, there is a lot of skincare. Skincare seems to be very important to her, which makes sense because her skin is so beautiful. It is so clear, so fresh. I mean, in the interview, she was very pregnant, so that probably helps a little bit, but I think her skin is just beautiful and I can see why there is a lot of skincare on this list. However, the next makeup item is a lipstick, and according to this article, Meghan Markle's favorite lipstick is the Charlotte Tilbury Very Victoria lipstick. And its dupe can be found in the Maybelline Color Sensational line. This is in the shade Nude Nuance, and every single shade of this at the Target I shopped at was completely ruined. I mean, this stick they all did. I don't know if it's the formula or the packaging or the way it was delivered or what, but it is a pinky nude brown color. Me and Megan's skin tones are clearly very different, and this shade looks very natural on her lips, whereas mine, it'll be like more of a nude brown color, but I am willing to try it out, and I'm fiddling with this because it's a disaster. I'm already very annoyed. Moving on. The last thing that I found, and this wasn't in the Marie Claire article, but of course I will list everything down below, but apparently it is a little known fact that all of the royal women wear the same nail polish, like it's the preferred nail polish, and that is the Essie Ballet Slippers nail polish, which I have on my nails right now. It's not my favorite. I prefer red or pink nail polish, and that's because you don't have to go in like 3 or 4 times to get opacity. I had to go in 3 times for this shade to actually look decent on my nails, and I still messed up because I'm impatient and I didn't let it dry all the way, and then it got kind of like weird and mushy on my fingers. You know what I'm talking about. I know you do. Okay, so anyway, I purchased the ballet slippers to try and be as authentic as I possibly could with this Meghan Markle look. I think I'm doing pretty good so far. Okay, so with all of the products out of the way, I'm going to start with the makeup application part. And again, like I said, if I don't have one of the products listed on this article, then I will be using my own. And I'm going to try to duplicate the makeup look that she was wearing in the interview. And I will obviously put a picture on the screen for reference. But it's so simple. And it honestly reminds me of my middle school makeup days. The eyeliner was so present. You know, like the top, the bottom. It was very smoky. It was an easy eye look, I think. Doesn't really require a lot of steps from what it seemed, but watch me mess it all up. So I'll start off with the eyes so that if it gets messy, I can just clean it up with the foundation that I got. I won't speak in depth of the additional products I'm using. Like I said, I will link that video down below, but for eyes, I'm digging into my NYX Ultimate Utopia palette. I like this palette a lot. I've been using it almost every single day, even to create just a basic makeup look, because you can do that so easy with this palette. It's got all the shades in it, and the shades are perfect for springtime, I think, in my opinion. I need to put lip balm on. My lips feel like they are so crusty. Okay. So I'm slowly just going to be building up the color to make it a brown smoky eye. So I'm going to do my best. Have my reference photo pulled up over here. So if I keep looking off to the side, I'm just looking at Meghan Markle's beautiful face. I want to know what you guys thought of the interview if you watched it. If you're just here for the makeup look, that's cool too, but I actually really enjoyed the interview. I think she did an amazing job. I've recently been watching this YouTube channel called Observe, and he's a body language analyst, and his whole channel is just analyzing famous interviews. He started analyzing this interview, and it is fascinating to watch. So I'll give you a quick rundown, but of course I will link his video down below. But apparently Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, I mean really anybody in the limelight, famous people, are highly trained to not be giving away a lot of nonverbal cues for interviews. Apparently she does really, really good. She's either highly trained or incredibly genuine, which when I was watching it, I was leaning toward genuine, in my opinion. She just gives that air about her that she is just a very down-to-earth, genuine person. Things got a little crazy up here. Hold on. So this interview was like 3 hours long, and the Observe body language analyst is breaking his videos into three parts. One video for each hour of footage in the Oprah interview, because he does play the whole thing. He goes through all of it. And it's very impressive. I wish I had a skill like that to be able to watch these types of interviews and really be able to read people like that, but I don't. This is my skill. Okay, the brown color that I was really banking on to pull this look together is not very pigmented. So I'm trying it with different brushes in hopes that maybe I can build it up a little bit, because her look was very, very smoky. Basically, this palette is pretty good. It just takes a little bit of patience because you do have to build up the colors and really blend them out. Okay, so I'm basically pretty happy with that. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. And I don't think she really had any shimmer on her eyes, but it just feels wrong to me. Okay. I'm not gonna add shimmer. I'm just gonna leave it. It's very hard for me though. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I did not mention this. Okay, I thought I had one more product, so forgive me. But according to the article, Meghan Markle's favorite foundation is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and its dupe can be found in the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup. I got the shade N12, which is Soft Ivory, Classic Ivory. I thought I was missing a product, but I just looked right past it. So I'm going to start just by putting a little bit on my hand. Honestly, this might be a little dark on me. It's a little too yellow for me. It's okay. It is very like a serum-y type of product. Very light coverage. Again, my skin, it's not great. It's actually a little better than it was last week, but it's still not too happy about the new skincare regimen I'm following. I've never used this foundation either. There's a lot of products in here that I've never used before. I'm gonna go in again because I'm just trying to build some coverage of my acne spots, but I would say that this isn't very buildable. This foundation is definitely giving me a dewy, glowy type of finish on my skin. However, and it might be the shade match too, but it's not settling really well in my skin. I might set it a little bit. So this particular foundation is really sticking to my dry patches, like here along the bottom of my chin. And again, not really covering up any of my spots. It's kind of like brushing over them. Using the CoverGirl powder that my husband got me when he bought my makeup, I'm just going to dab it into the bottom part of my face, really, just to try to give a little bit of coverage on those acne spots. I won't know until I start editing, but this shade match might be really atrocious. I have no idea. For concealer, again, I'm going in with the Born This Way Radiant Concealer. Got one of those sponge applicators on it, so I'm just pressing it to get the product out. Ooh, I like that. I might have gone way overboard and gone in with way too much product. We're about to see. I always go in with my fingers for the concealer part, especially under my eyes. I think it works best to warm up the product a little. I definitely didn't need to go in with that much product, that's for sure. It is brightening under my eyes, and it's very easy to blend out. I actually really like that a lot. My dark circles are still very apparent, to me anyway. I'm just going to set that with a little bit of translucent powder. Just a little bit. My daughter was in here playing with me earlier, and I have no idea where any of my stuff is anymore. Now, of course, Meghan Markle has these beautiful freckles, so I will be recreating those using my ColourPop freckle pen. I love this product. I've been using this product for like a month and a half now. Love it. Still going pretty strong too. I want to add the freckles on before the blush and before the highlighter because it kind of gives it a more natural look whenever there's product over them. She has a lot of freckles. So really I can just go ham with the freckles and it'll be perfect. I wish I had natural freckles like that. My freckles are so light. They're so beautiful. This pen does make pretty fat freckles, especially if you want them to actually show up. You have to really push it down. Okay, next, moving on to blush, I'm going in with the Milani Luminoso blush. And in the photo, it's very targeted to just up in here. I'm more of a blush on the apples of my cheeks kind of gal. But she keeps it very high up here. Like that. Okay, and I wasn't able to dupe the highlighter on that list, but I am going to go in with my Shop My Stash highlighter, which is my Tarte Twinkle Palette. And of course, she's just glowing all over the place, so I'm going to just go in with the highlighter. Quickly, I'm going to throw on my brows. There was no brow product on the list, so I'm going in with my trusty Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt. Her brows are very natural. She doesn't really have them brushed up crazy like I do sometimes. So I will try to keep them a little tame. This look is already pretty dark compared to what I would normally do, but I'm going to keep going because the next part will be adding the smokiness to my lash line. Okay. I'm trying to embody my middle school self and just say, just go for it, girl. Go for it. This is the moment you've been preparing for. I'm going into this very dark shade here in this NYX Ultimate palette on a angled, like flat, I guess this is probably like it is a liner brush, very flat, and I'm going to just wiggle it along my lash line. Top and bottom. I can't tell if this is a black color or like a dark plum color, but it's dark, so it'll work. She doesn't have a wing, which it's a personal choice. Today's video is to try to recreate this look, so I will not wing it out. Yep, it's going good. In case you're wondering, it's going really good. Okay, now in order to kind of diffuse this, I'm going to take a pencil liner brush with some of the brown tones in it, not the black. I really wanted to diffuse it out so it's not so intense. She says as she makes it more intense. It's really actually kind of difficult to recreate somebody's look because I've noticed that everybody's makeup style is different as far as like what they prefer, how they prefer to do their makeup, the tools they like to use. So this is actually kind of difficult. I really want to add glitter. I really want to wing it out. I really want to use some bright colors. Oh my gosh. Middle school Joanne would be so proud of herself right now. So proud. I'm gonna quit before I really mess it up. Quit while you're ahead. Last for eyes, we are going in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I really like the curved wand. Wow. Wow, I'm actually very impressed by this. I actually really like this mascara. I think it costs like $9 at the drugstore, so I'm very impressed by this. I like this. I like all of this. Okay, last but certainly not least is this really crappy lipstick that's falling apart. Basically, I'm going to try to put it back in the tube. Okay. If anyone knows how to fix a lipstick that has broken like this, let me know in the comments. Her lips are obviously beautiful, and it's not harsh, it's very natural. So I'm gonna put the color on and then I'm going to diffuse it out. There was no gloss on the list, so this is the completed makeup look. I love this. I feel very mature. I feel like pretty grungy too, almost like just intense. That's how I feel. I just feel very intense. I never wear an all matte brown neutral eye ever. It's been a long time since I've lined my eyes like this, especially the bottom lash. I could have probably gone just a little bit more intense on the top lash, but I'm okay with it. You guys will have to tell me what you think of this look. I actually love it. No, I don't look like Meghan Markle, but I did take some of the inspirations from her makeup look, and I think I did a pretty decent job. I definitely used some makeup techniques that I haven't used in a long time. I discovered some products that I actually really like. Yeah, that is going to be all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below if you want to see more videos from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!